Notorious K, ayusin ng maigi ang 12 minutes.
Okay po, sige. So, magandang gabi po. Ako nga po pala ulit si The Notorious K, tumatayo bilang affirmative sa paksang Islam is not a religion of peace. Ngayon, para di po tayo maligaw sa debate, hayaan nyo ako ilatag ang parameters sa debate na ito. Brother, pakita mo yung parameters natin. Ayan. Una, bilang affirmative, hindi ko kiniklaim na ang lahat ng Muslim ay violent o hindi kaya maging peaceful. Pangalawa, hindi ko rin kiniklaim na walang peaceful elements ang Islam. Meron po yung mga pagzazakat nila, peaceful po yon. Sunod, hindi din natin pag-uusapan ang pagiging katoliko ko o ang Kristyanismo. Kaya kung isusumbat sa argumento o rebuttal, ang Christianity din naman daw ganito, ekis po yan. Bukod sa tuko o fallacy, isa din po yan red herring o paglihis sa usapan. Sapagkat malinaw at sangayon sa paksa, sa banner na pagkasunduan ng pre-debate, ang tatalakayan natin ay Islam. Ibig sabihin, hindi din kasama sa paksa kung anong sekta ng Islam yan, kung Sunni, Shia o Sufi. Kaya kung tatakbo po tayo sa hindi namin akida to, hindi po pwede yan. Oo. Sunod, bilang affirmative at sang-ayon sa dapat pag-usapan sa debate na ito, kailangan kong patunayan na Islam cannot be accurately described in its authoritative, doctrinal, and juridical tradition as essentially or distinctively a religion of peace. Ngayon, dahil peace ang pag-uusapan natin, ano ba muna ang salitang peace? Gagamit po tayo ng dalawang standard, negative at positive peace. Ipakita mo yung standard natin, brother. Ayan po, peer-reviewed po yan para credible. Ngayon, negative peace is defined as the absence of direct violence or the fear of violence, while positive peace is the presence of social justice and the attitudes, institutions, and the structure that sustain a peaceful society. Ngayon, for the debate, ipapakita ko po na ang Islam ay lagapak sa dalawang standard of peace na yan. Now, let's go with the argument on why Islam fails in both standard. Labas mo po yung argument from negative peace. Ayan po. Napagtanto ko po kasi na many of the world's deadliest and most prominent terrorist organization claims to do their cause for the sake of one religion, which is Islam. Ang tanong dito, bakit kaya ang Islamic ideology ang nangunguna sa ganitong pangyayari? To answer that, let me lay out my argument and show the prior case. Premise 1, if a religion's authoritative text and tradition endorses armed violence as part of religious duty, then it cannot be essentially or distinctively called a religion of peace. Premise 2, Islam's authoritative text and tradition endorses armed violence as part of religious duty. In conclusion, Islam cannot be accurately described as essentially or distinctively a religion of peace in a negative peace perspective. Tandaan po natin, negative peace pa lang tayo. Ang contention ng argumento ko dito ay premise 2, bagamat ang premise 1 ay grounded sa definition. Kaya ang issue ay kung totoo ba ang premise 2. Kaya patutunayan na po natin. Hindi po kasi sapat na pruweba ang Islamic-driven terrorist attack. Kailangan ko po ipakita na ang ugat niyan ay sa Quran at sa Hadith. At yan yung rason kung bakit under negative peace, palpak ang Islam. Ipakita mo, brother, yung Quran chapter Surah 2, chapter 216. Ayan po, no? Hindi po siya abrogated, hindi yan abrogated, Mababasa po natin. Mababasa po natin dito, fighting has been made obligatory upon you. Ibig sabihin po, obligatory po ang pakipaglaban, hindi po optional. Sunod, brother, pakita mo po yung 929. 929, brother. Hindi din po abrogated. Nakalagay dito, fight those who do not believe hanggang sa magbayad sila ng jizya at masubdued. Hindi po ito self-defense. Baka po kasi magpalusot po sila na, inaatake kami ng mga musyrikin. Hindi po yan yung totoo Mababasa naman po natin na may goal at condition. At ayun ay either submission or death. So wag natin i-sugarcoat, ito po ang religious duty po na ito, subjugation. At kapag ganito ang command na nasa religious text nila, tapos na po ang usapan, hindi na po ito purely religion of peace. Tapos ito pa po ang masaklap. Bukod sa inuutos ng Diyos nila yan, rewarded pa at easy ticket para makapunta sila sa langit o tinatawag nilang dyan na ang pagjijihad. Ilabas mo, brother, ang 474 ng Quran. Ayan, 474 po. Tsaka yung Sahih Muslim. Sabi dito, let those fight in the cause of Allah. Ayan sabi sa Quran 474. Lamaban daw tayo para kay Allah. Ay nang sabi, para daw po ma-achieve ang martyrdom or victory na mabibigyan ng great reward. Ay pambihira po, incentivize. Sunod naman po yung sa Hadith. Sabi po sa Hadith, taas mo bro, yung Hadith. Ayan paradise is under the shades of swords. Nasa, lang po pala ang paraiso nasa ilalim lang po pala ng espada natin eh. Yun po yung ano. So hindi lang po allowed ang fighting sa Islam, incentivized pa po ng Diyos nila yan. Tapos ito galing mismo kay Propeta Muhammad. Pakita mo yung Bukhari 2946. Bukhari 2946. Ayan no. Sabi po niya, I have been ordered to fight with the people until they say no one has the right to be worshipped but Allah. Ibig sabihin po, inutusan po ang propeta na kailangan nilang sundin na labanan ang mga hindi Muslim kasi until they do not worship Allah daw eh. So, sa source na po mismo nila ang nagsabi na yan. Kung mismong propeta at Diyos na nila ang nagsasabi na they are commanded to fight, then tapos na po ang debate under negative peace. Sa makatuwid, sa usapang negative peace, kung ang definition ng peace ay absence of violence or war, at ang Islam mismo ay naglalaman ng obligasyon sa pagjihad at incentive sa pakikipagyera, then calling it a religion of peace in a negative peace perspective is a very bad analysis. Ngayon punta po tayo sa positive peace, brother. Dito po kasi mas lalagapak ang naratibo na ang Islam, na ang Islam daw ay religion of peace. Positive peace naman po tayo. Kasi dito po kasi kahit ipilit po ng kalaban ko na defensive lang daw ang context ng jihad sa negative peace, hindi pa rin sapat yon dahil ang peace hindi lang kawalan ng war. Peace under the standard of positive peace is justice, equal dignity, freedom of conscience or autonomy, at bodily security. At dito talaga palpak ang Islam. Premise 1, if a religion's authoritative text and tradition fails to secure justice, equal dignity, freedom of conscience, and bodily security, then it cannot be called a religion of peace. Premise 2, Islam's authoritative text and legal tradition fails to secure justice, equal dignity, freedom of conscience, and bodily security. In conclusion, Islam cannot be accurately described as a religion of peace in a positive peace perspective. Pakita po natin yung trato po ng mga Muslim sa mga babae. Sa 434 ng Quran. Ayan po, sabi po sa 434 ng Quran, meron pong 3 stage ang pagdisiplina sa asawa. Kasama po doon sa last stage is bigwasan daw po sila. Ayan po no. Ngayon, ang tanong dito, kung ang isang religion pumapayag na bigwasan ng iyong asawa, paano po natin sasabihin na pasado po yan sa framework ng positive peace na may equal dignity at bodily security. Madalas po ang palusot nila dito, gentle lang naman daw yung pangbibigwas. Kaya magdagdag po tayo galing sa hadith. Pakita mo yung Abu Dawud tsaka Ibn Majah, brother. Ito po, sabi po sa Abu Dawud, no? Sabi po sa Abu Dawud, yung kakilala po daw nila, binugbog daw yung asawa niya at nabalian daw. Ano po yung naging solusyon ni Muhammad dun sa huli? Basahin po natin. Take them and separate yourself from her. Wala man lang pong reprimand, 'di ba? So, pwede po pala. Tapos yung Ibn Majah naman, ano po sabi ng Prophet of Allah? A man should not be asked why he beats his wife. Hindi po pala daw dapat nating questionin kung bakit binubugbog ng asawa niya yung babae. Hindi po dapat natin questionin yun under Islam eh. Kung yung tradition mismo ng Islam na yan naglalaman ng normalization of physical harm sa asawa, then may problema tayo sa bodily security at equal dignity. Ngayon, pakita po natin yung religious freedom sa Islam. Yung Bukhari tsaka Sahih Muslim 167. Ito po, religious freedom sa Islam. Sabi po sa Bukhari, sabi po ng Propeta Muhammad, whoever changes his religion, kill him. Patayin daw po ang nagbabago ng relihiyon. O tapos sabi po sa Muslim, papalayasin niya daw po lahat ng mga Hudyo at Kristiyano sa Arabian Peninsula until Muslim na lang daw ang matira. No, so makikita po natin na hindi lang po restriction sa religious freedom, meron din pong exclusion of non-Muslim. Wala pong coexistence na nangyayari. At kung babalikan natin ang 929 ng Quran, yung surat At-Tawbah, for you to coexist, you must pay jizya or mag-convert ka sa religion nila, which is wala na talagang religious freedom, or mamamatay ka, which does not uphold one's liberty and freedom. And it also humiliates non-believers and render their dignity, which doesn't show equal dignity at present. Last, ito po, paborito po ito ng lahat. Punta po tayo sa favorite ng lahat, yung Bukhari 5:134 tsaka 65:4 ng Quran. Ito po to, child marriage po kasi to eh. Sabi po dito sa Bukhari, si Propeta Muhammad daw, kinasal sa 6 years old. At bukod doon, tinira niya po nung 9 years old na. At para po hindi pa po makapagpalusot, punta na po tayo sa Quran. Sabi po dito, yung rules of divorce nila, meron po kasi silang idda yung waiting period kung kailan ka po ulit pwede mag-remarry. Meron po silang rule para dun sa mga hindi pa nireregla. Ayun those who have not menstruated as well. Sino lang po ba ang hindi pa nagme-menstruate? Di syempre yung mga prepubescent, 'di ba? Kung titignan po natin ang positive peace, kailangan po ng consent, which in regards to the autonomy, tsaka bodily security. Ngayon, FYI, a child cannot consent at walang bodily security sa bata yan. Bakit po? Kasi meron pong transferring of trauma at vaginal risk injury. Meron po itong effect psychologically and physically sa bata. Kaya hindi mo po pwede sabihin na religion of peace yan na nag-aalaw sa ganitong bagay. Inaalaw po yan Under positive peace, lagapak po sila dyan. Ngayon po, napakita ko naman po at na-back up ko na po yung mga premises ko with proof. Hindi lang po negative peace, positive peace din po, lagapak po ang Islam. Ngayon at nagampanan ko na po ang trabaho ko bilang affirmative sa pagpapatunay sa aking burden, ito po ngayon ang hamon ko kay negative. Go at may burden of rebuttal siya sa debate na ito. Pamalian niya po yung mga nilatag kong dalawang modus ponens. Dalawa po ang papamalian niya, dalawa po. Tapos trabaho kasi ng negative side yan. Bilang negative side, meron po siyang trabaho, negate yung aking mga presentasyon. Ipakita niya kung saan akong nagkamali na premise or saan pruweba ng premise ko ang sumablay. Kailangan niya po i-justify na yung Islam po, given the circumstances of the religion at yung mga religious text sila at yung mga hadith, pasok pa rin po sa standard of peace. Na ano po yung standard of peace na yon? Positive peace, which is social justice. Negative peace, which is the absence of violence. No? Kailangan niya po mapakita na despite of all these evidences, pasok pa rin po ang Islam doon. Until then, na hindi na pa napapatunayan, the conclusions follows necessarily, unavoidably, inevitably, and inescapable. Whether we like it or not, Islam is not a religion of peace, both in positive and negative peace sense. Ayun na po, maraming salamat.
Ayun. So, thank you, The Notorious K, sa siksik na lutagan. Paki-tap and share the live muna. Paki-repost kung hindi po tayo restricted. Ayan. Paki-comment po 1 kung sinusupport nyo si The Notorious K. 0 naman kapag wala siyang puntos. Walang laman yung pinagsasabi niya. So, Sir Mikael, may presentation ka ba habang nagtatanong? Dahil
wala naman po. I'm not gonna do presentation for this.
Pakibalik ng oras, Bro Moises, 12 minutes. Okay, i-reiterate ko muna yung rules sa inyong class examination. 12 minutes, magtanong. Every tanong, may 1 minute sumagot. Ayun, malinaw naman sana yun. Tapos, objections is allowed dito. Yung pwede sila mag-pass, pero 8 times lang. Tapos, alam nyo na yung ibang rules. So, Sir Michael, handa ka na ba magtanong?
Wait lang.
Sige.
May nagsasabi. Teka lang. Give me 10 seconds. May yung bata dito.
Go, Sir Michael. Take your time. Ayun, habang wala pa po si Sir Michael, pakitap and share the live po muna. Kung meron kayong gustong i-gift na panelist, debaters, ayan, pwede po kayong mag-gifts. Ayan, umuulan na.
Hello.
Ayan, handa ka na po ba, Mr. Michael?
Yes.
Okay, so handa na po si Sir Michael para magtanong. 12 minutes, go Sir Michael.
Okay, so first of all, good evening to everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So good evening Sir Kay. So my first question regarding with the topic of the Islam is not a religion of peace. So can you please define what is the meaning of religion of peace?
Syempre po, predication po yan sa religion Una po, religion is yung pagbabind sa Diyos. Yun po ang definition ng religion. Ngayon, of peace. Bilang sa definition ko, bilang affirmative, at may karapatan po ako mag-set ng parameters at definition, ang peace po na tinutukoy ko dito, negative peace at positive peace, which is absence of direct violence, at sa positive peace naman, presence of social justice. Ayun po.
Okay, thank you. So my second question to you is, since you have mentioned the about the negative peace. So earlier you defined negative peace as the complete absence of violence or force. So can you name any religion, nation, or moral system in history that achieved peace under this definition?
Okay, una po sa lahat, Strawman po wala po akong sinabing complete. Sinabi ko lang po absence of direct violence or war. Wala pong sinabing complete. At kung kung pipilit niyo po yung tanong na yan po, wala pong ganun na religion.
Okay. So, I presume your answer is no, right?
Yes po. Kung
Okay,
pagpipilitan po natin completely, no po, kung completely. Pero po, hindi naman po yun ang definition ng negative is kasi hindi naman po absolute yan. So, no po, kung pagpipilitan natin yung tanong nyo. Na strawman po.
Okay. Since you have mentioned the definition cannot be met by the religion, like for example, Christianity, Judaism, and Buddhism, or any modern state. So, how is this standard valid for judging Islam?
Ulit po ng tanong?
So, since no ang sagot mo, and it's tawag dito, if ang definition na to cannot be met by any religion such as Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, I mean Buddhism or any other religion, Jainism, such as, or any modern state. So, ang tanong, how is this standard valid for judging Islam?
Ito po kasi, sinagot ko po na no, yung binigay yung definition ng negative peace kasi dinefine niyo po siya as complete absence. Wala naman po kasi akong dinefine na ganun.
Objection, moderator. This is based on your presentation of the negative and positive peace. So, what I'm asking to you, the first question...
Post time po. Nag-object po siya.
Pakipause po ng time. Pakibalik po, sorry.
Bro Moises, pakibalik ng 9:30.
9:30? Baka 9:35.
Ay, sige po. 9:35 pala.
Sorry. Okay lang. So, okay. Okay, balik tayo sa second question.
Ano po yung objection, Sir Michael? Objection muna.
Nag-object kasi ako kasi kiniklaim niya kasi na...
Ano yun?
Na tawag dito, based sa latag niya ng negative and positive peace, na hindi daw ito complete absence of violence or force. So, given tawag dito, it's not complete absence of violence or force. So tinanong ko siya, I presume na ang sagot mo ay no. So nag-agree siya. And now when I ask him the question that in your definition, sabi ko, how is this standard valid for judging Islam? Yun lang naman ang pangalawang tanong ko.
Counter objection ko po. Kasi po yung definition niya po ng negative peace, strawman po. Wala po akong claim ever at sinasinagot ko po ng maayos yan na ang negative peace is complete absence. Wala po akong ganon. Sinabi ko lang po is defined as absent of direct violence or fear of violence. Yun po ang sabi. So, strawman po yun. Ngayon, sinagot ko lang po na kung pagpipilitan namin yung definition niya na complete, wala po talaga. Definition niya po yan complete yung sa definition ko po, na may absence of direct violence, meron po. Siyempre, Buddhism, wala naman po direct violence dun So, kung pagpipilitan po namin yung definition niya na complete, na hindi ko naman po nilatag na strawman, wala. Pero kung gagamitin yung definition ko po, meron. So, yun po.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay. Siya yung nag-decide. So, ito po yung decision ko. Sir Michael, kung gusto mong i-challenge yung kanyang definition, pwede mong gawin sa latag mo, Sir Michael. Pero
sure, no problem.
Sundin mo muna yung definition ni Kay. So,
no problem.
Raise mo yung question or mag-next question. Yan po ang ating verdict.
Sure, no problem. Okay. So, pang-ilang question na ba? Pang-apat?
Tapusin niyo po ito. Maximize time po ito Sige po, go lang po.
Sige, gagaw na. Next, continue tayo. Next question. Tanggap ko naman yung sagot mo. Kasi other stuff ano ko na lang sa latag. Okay? So now my fourth question is this is regarding with the definition of positive peace. Okay? So can a religion be peaceful even if it contains rules about like justice, courts, discipline, and social regulation?
Ay, hindi po, magiging cherry picking po yan. Kaya nga sinabi ko po sa aking scope, wala po akong claim na walang peaceful elements ang Islam. Pero hindi po yan ang kabuuan. Ang sabi ko nga po, kailangan kong patunayan bilang burden of proof ko, Islam cannot be accurately described in its authoritative doctrinal and juridical tradition as essentially or distinctively a religion of peace. So kahit po may peaceful elements, maa-outweigh pa po yan kung meron po tayong makikita ng kawalan ng negative peace at positive peace. Hindi po sila accurately masasabi na ganun. So, yun po sagot ko. Next question.
Okay. Right, correct. So, my next question is, okay, do you agree that minority actions cannot define the entire religion?
Yes, especially when hindi naman po kasama sa teachings yon. Pero the problem here is sa
Okay.
present own case, mababasa po natin sa Quran yung mga ginagawa ng mga quote-unquote minority kagaya ng Adawla al-Islam, Al-Qaeda. Lahat po yan mababasa po sa Quran yung kanilang ginagawa. So, yun lang po. Next question.
So, do you believe that these people, or let's say, okay lang ba, host, banggitin ko yung name ng mga
Sige
to?
lang po.
First time, 745, 45555 pala, sorry.
Mhm.
Pabalik bro Moises 755. Ano pa yung babanggitin?
Yung word na yung word ng mga sinabi niya na na groups. Kasi ayoko lang yung
Narabi ko
makansel.
na nga po eh.
Ano yun? Di ko rin eh.
Kasi ang binanggit niya yung name ng group. So, pag continuous simultaneously tayo nagbanggit kasi dito, kami pareho, maaari kasi maapektuhan yung live, baka maano tayo ni TikTok.
Ito suggestion ko sa iyo, bro, Sir Michael, ha. Pwede mong isabi yung spelling ng word
Spelling.
or baliktad ng word. Ano mo po yan? Tactic mo po yan or basta
Okay.
ikaw bahala dyan. Basta ma-rely mo yung message mo ng maayos. Go, Sir
Okay.
Michael.
Thank you so much. So now, since nabanggit mo yun, so, okay, tawag dito, itong ISIS or yung AQ na to, itong mga lahat ng grupo na to, are they a representative of the mainstream Islamic scholarship? Yes or no?
Ang sagot ko po dito, irrelevant po yan kung representative po sila. Dahil ang patutunayan ko lang po dito, in its authoritative, doctrinal, and juridical tradition, meaning po kung ano po nakasulat sa Quran at sa Hadith. So kung ano po gagawin po ng mga, wala po akong pakialam dyan. So ayun po ang sagot ko po.
Okay, thank you so much. So tawag dito. So regarding with the verse that you have read and also in the Quran and also the Hadith, do you know what is the what we call the asbabun nuzul of it?
Ano po yun?
Asbabun nuzul is like the tawag dito yung breakdown and tawag dito historicity, event, context, chain of narration, commentary, and etc. Everything to understand the word from Hadith and the Quran.
Yes, meron po para mga tafsir. Alam ko po yun, pero hindi ko po alam yung Arabic term. Ayun po, next question.
No need naman yung Arabic term kung sakasakali. Okay, thank you. So, my next regarding that, since sasabi mo naman na yun, okay, ito may bibigyan ko ng example sa iyo. So, balik tayo sa topic. So, in this topic, our topic is about Islam is not a religion of peace. So, how do you explain that, like for example, countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Morocco, Jordan, Qatar, Oman, and many others with Muslim majority who live peacefully and coexist with non-Muslims?
Ayan po, how do I explain that? Again, wala naman po akong kiniklaim na walang peaceful elements ang Islam at wala rin po akong sinasabi na hindi ko po ina-accept na ebidensya yung historical coexistence at ilang panahon ng flourishing sa Islam gawa ng historical events kasi pwede naman pong political yan o civilizational na issue. Hindi naman po, pero sabi ko nga po dito sa aking scope, pag-uusapan po natin yung authoritative doctrinal at juridical tradition which is Quran at Hadith. So, yung mga issue po niya sa Indonesia, sa mga ibang Muslim countries na may coexistence, more on political and civilizational issue po natin. Civilizational issue po yan. So, red herring po yung tanong. Next question po.
Okay. So, my next question is, since you incite those anecdotes and the wrongdoings according to you, but you ignore the Islamic law which prohibits harm, abuse, and oppression, and is it consistent to judge an entire religion based on the individual misconduct while ignoring its actual teachings?
I would agree with you na unfair na kung ganun natin siya judge. Pero however, there are periods there is the Medina at Meccan period. At dito ko po hinuhusgahan yung nangyari nung nasa Medina na si Muhammad. Which is lahat ng nilatag ko, Medinan period, which is may power na siya at kaya niya ginawa yung mga bagay na puro karahasan. Yun po, next question.
Thank you. So, next question here is, So you claim that jizya proved Islam is not peaceful. So
Yes.
are you aware that jizya was a substitute for military service and Christian and Jews were legally exempt for fighting? So how does exempt people from war violate peace?
Ang sasabihin ko po yan, loaded question po yan, which is kailangan nyo po patunayan na ganun ang jizya. Kasi otherwise, meron po kasi akong tafsir dito na sinasabi ni Ibn Kathir na ang jizya daw, ano sabi ng tafsir ko dito, teka lang. Sabi ng tafsir ko dito, ang jizya daw po, paying the jizya is a sign of kufur and disgrace. Sabi po yan ni Ibn Kathir So, loaded question po yung tanong nyo. Next question.
Okay. All right. So tawag dito, next question is, since you use the Surat Tauba without mentioning the treaty violations, warfare, or political rebellion, or the Ashbabun Nuzul, as I asked earlier, if you know what is Ashbabun Nuzul, since you don't have any idea what is it, so do you think that is it a consistent to use a wartime text while ignoring the wartime context?
Again po, loaded question po yung sasabi na
Objection,
ini-ignore ko po. Kasi
moderator.
po,
Objection, moderator.
Ano po yung objection?
Tawag dito, it's not actually loaded question. It is based on the opening of the positive side.
counter objection ko po kasi pinapasok niya na po na hindi na po daw ako aware sa asbabun nuzul na yan. So loaded po yan, yun po yung tanong, yung framing niya So loaded po yan.
Sorry, pwede pa ba magano? Hindi na, sige sorry.
Decision ko, mag-decide muna ako, sige. Mag-verdict muna ako. Ito verdict
Okay.
The Notorious K, kung may fallacies man, mag-object ka lang sa akin. Yun po ang unang verdict ko. At pangalawa, Sir Michael, para po hindi po maging loaded question yung question mo, patunayan mo po muna sa latag na yun talaga yun. Ganto talaga to. Para hindi siya maging hidden assumption sa isang question. Igagrant po natin siya, Sir Michael, na hindi loaded question kung nag-agree kayo both sides. Pero klaro naman na hindi nag-agree itong si The Notorious K sa ina-assert mo. So, mahuhulog talaga yun as loaded question. Yun po ang aking verdict. So, continue the cross-examination.
Okay. So, next is, my next question is, tawag dito, since we had mentioned Ashbabun Nuzul is actually a loaded, parang loaded. So ano natin to, set natin to. So my next question to you is, in your standards for peace cannot be met by any religion including your own. So if your own definition disqualifies the Christianity, Judaism, and other religion and nation state, then the standard itself is invalid. So an invalid standard cannot be used to prove resolution. So therefore, you have failed to demonstrate that Islam is not a religion of peace. So that is my final to this. So my last question to you.
Objection, moderator, nagsaside comment po.
Sorry,
Nagside comment po
there's a question. Sorry. There's a question of counter objection. There's a question to it.
Teka lang, bukod po sa bukod po sa side comment po, naglo-loaded na naman po kasi na wala daw po ako na-define and naklaro ko naman na po kanina na hindi ko po dinefine yung negative peace at positive peace as completely as he defines it. Wala naman po ako, kaya nga sagot ko nga po, kung gagamitin yung definition niya na completely, wala. Kung gagamitin yung definition ko, meron, gagaya ng Buddhism, wala naman po tinuturo na violence yun sa authoritative text and not tradition So, loaded na naman po.
Counter objection, I didn't ask the question yet kasi papunta pa lang ako sa question ko. It's my tawag dito. It's my part of making the question to begin with. So, can I proceed with the question?
Magja-judge mo na ako.
Okay, go. No problem.
Magde-decide mo na. Ito decision ko ha. The Notorious K, patapusin mo muna yung tanong bago ka mag-object.
Sige po.
Sir Michael naman, kung meron kang premise sa tanong, make it short, make it concise.
I'm sorry. It's my bad. I apologize for that.
Proceed na kayo, proceed.
Okay. So, based on what you have, dediretsin ko na lang sa tanong doon. So, tawag dito, you have also mentioned regarding that based on what I had said also about the jihad. So regarding with the jihad, about the classical scholarship means struggle for self-improvement at hindi ito holy war. Are you aware about this?
Ay, aware po ako na mali kayo dahil po may dalawang jihad. May jihad al-Asgar, which is yung tinutukoy ko ngayon, at jihad al-Akbar yung tinutukoy mo. Yung jihad al-Asgar, yan po ay rewarded po yan ng yung martyrdom sa jihad al-Asgar. Rewarded po yan ng paradise. At kung gusto niyo po ng proof, papakita ko po. Dalawa po ang jihad po eh, kaya hindi po tayo pwede magtago dyan eh. Next question po.
Okay. So my last question to you. Since you have mentioned about all of these texts and hadith, and also regarding with about jihad, seems that you have mentioned that you have already studied about it. So my last question is: in each tafsir that you have read, from each ayah that you have put on your opening, have you made the contextual research and also the historicity about it?
Yes po,
Yes or
ginawa
no?
ko po yung research ko po diyan. Binasa ko po na lahat po ng idinalal ko nangyari po ng Medina period at hindi po abrogated yung mga text na yan. At ngayon pwede pa po yan i-invoke as much as possible. Kaya nga po may mga IS, AQ na grupo na ginagamit yan pan-justify ng mga kababuyan nila eh. So yun lang po, next question.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much.
Pause time mo na, Bro Moises. Ayan, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm done with the cross-examination. Thank you.
Wait lang Sir Mikael, i-confirm ko lang dahil may technicalities doon sa time. Ngayon ko lang nabasa, may ginagawa rin kasi ako. So, bigyan kita ng 1 minutes and 40 seconds. Gagamitin mo ba? Hindi na.
Hindi.
Sir Mikael. Hindi na. So, yun po. Tapos na po ang ating first cross-examination. So, continue support our debaters, our platform.
I would just like to confirm the technicalities, Brother Notorious.
Sige,
on
Bro
the
Moises. Ano
timer.
po yan?
Earlier, I paused the timer if the live viewers can remember, and also it is recorded in this live. I brought the time to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, not 2 minutes and 32 seconds exactly, because that is the time where the discussion stops.
Okay, so thank you for that, Mr. Timer. So, klaro naman po, sinagot na po ni Mr. Timer ang inyong mga concerns. Pinost niya naman daw po. Ayan, so naklaro na yung lahat. So, 12 minutes po, Mr. Timer, para po sa latagan ni Sir Mikael.
Sabihin niyo lang po
Ayan.
kung magsisimula na ako.
Ihanda mo natin yung time. May presentation ka ba, Sir Mikael?
Wala na. Wait lang. Can you give me at least 10 seconds again, sorry? Yung daughter ko kasi.
Sige lang po, sige lang. Take your time.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm ready.
Yon, so tapos na po si Sir Mikael, tas handa na po si Mr. Timer. Handa na po ba ang lahat para sa latagan ni Sir Mikael? Handa na, ako na yung sasagot. Sir Mikael, may 12 minutes ka.
Okay, thank you so much. And first of all, I just want to say magandang gabi po sa inyo sa ng lahat. And sa honorable judges, audience, and sa aking ka-debate kay Kay at sa ating tawag dito may-ari ng platform and sa moderator and adjudicators. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh to all Muslims and kapayapaan sa mga non-Muslims. So, as a Muslim from the Hanafi Theological School and Sufi spiritual tradition, I offer my deepest respect to the Christian and Catholic faith. Our traditions share belief in one God in morality and in reverence for Jesus and Mary. So, this debate is not Islam versus Christianity, but this is actually only about examining the proposition. So our topic is about Islam is not a religion of peace. So my task is simple. I will show that the proposition is philosophically wrong, logically invalid, and contextually mistaken and factually unsupported. So let me begin. This is regarding with the core issue about Islam. So before anything else, we must ask, how do we measure if a religion is peaceful? So there are only two valid standards according here. So it says the negative peace, the absence of unprovoked violence, and positive peace. That is what I've heard from the affirmative. And I believe this affirmative side failed both standards because instead of proving Islam is not a religion, is not a peaceful religion. They cited ancient war verses, isolated hadith, misinterpreted fiqh rulings, and the cultural practices, fringe historical cases, and extremist interpretations. So none of this prove that Islam itself is not peaceful. They only misuse, not core doctrine. So that resolution is about Islam, not Muslim who misunderstand Islam, not laws of old Arabia, not individual cases. So in the philosophical cases, or case, the essence of Islam is peace. Islam comes from the word salam, peace, safety, reconciliation. So the Quran commands, God commands justice and goodness. This is in the Surah 16, in the verse ayat 90. So we have honored the children of Adam. This is in the Surah 17, ayat 70. And if they incline to peace, then incline to it. This is in the Surah 8 and the Ayan 61. So this is the example. So this means justice is mandatory, dignity is inherent, peace is the default mode. If a religion, root word, core ethics, laws, and theology all promotes peace, you cannot call it or not a religion of peace. This is a categorical error. So, tawag dito, using this Quranic verse of the Surah Baqarah 2 or 2:16. So I will now integrate and neutralize all their position before they can weaponize it to us, to us Muslims. So fighting has been prescribed for you. So this verse, this is what I'm saying, Ashbabun Nuzul, because this verse revealed after 13 years of torture to the Muslims during the early Islamic tawag dito da'wah. So after forced expulsion from Makkah, after economic blockade, after the attempted genocide of all Muslims. So this is not command for aggression. It is self-defense legislation. Yes, it is. Because like any nation's fight to national defense, this verse proves Islam is reactive, not aggressive. So in the ayat 9, Surah 9 and ayat 29, this is about the jizya verse. So this verse is political, not theological. And he had mentioned that Al-Tabardi mentioned it can be haram because again, if you are going to put the jizya into theological, it will become haram because this is political. So it applies during actual war between two politic states. It is not to kill the Jews and Christians. It is a tax in exchange for military exemption and state protection. So Christians under the Islamic Caliphate, they kept their churches, they kept their scriptures, kept their clergy, and they kept their courts. This is not oppression. Instead, this is pluralism. So now, let's go to the jihad. So the positive side mentioned about jihad leads to Jannah, therefore Islam is warlike, something like that, if we are going to summarize it. So this is actually misdirection. In Islam, praying leads to Jannah, charity leads to Jannah, forgiving others leads to Jannah, kindness to parents leads to Jannah. Rewards do not prove violence, they prove moral values. Jihad means struggle against ego, injustice, self-improvement, and only in war fighting in self-defense, not to create or prevent or provoke war. Instead, you can only do it if you are going to do a self-defense. So now in Bukhari 2946, so it says like a strategic fear plays in the hearts of the aggressor, meaning the opposing armies. This is the Ashbabun Nuzul. This is during the war again. So opposing armies feared attacking the Muslim community because God's protection, not because Muslims attack civilian. That is the Ashbabun Nuzul. Even the classical scholars will affirm to this. That is why, again, I'm asking for the Asbabun Nuzul if they have read about it and studied about it. So the positive side also mentioned about the Islamic, in Islam, we oppress women because they always categorize the cultural tradition into religion. So again, this is a cultural confusion, not Islam. Islam was the first civilized to grant women's right to property, right to inherit, to divorce, to choose spouse, education, to earn, and the social participation. Long before Europe legalized the same rights. So claim about wife beating come from. Again, this is mistranslated or there is no proper asbabun nuzul. They don't know the context. And it was misapplied or non-judicial narration. Because again, the Prophet himself even mentioned never hit women in his life. That is a sahih. And even during the marriage, there is what we call the khutbah nikah or the sermon during the marriage. We are always, as a man, being um, they put us like a remembrance to us, and they taught that no one should hit their wife. And for those who are divorced, they have actually all that what we call all that we call this may kakayahan sila na para mag-decide for them. So, in this question was interpreted also by the Hanafi jurists, Imam Ibn Abbas, Imam At-Tabarni, and Imam Razi as symbolic, not violent, and haram is harm, is cause. So the objection fails the context text, legal test, and scholarly test. So in the apostasy, lastly, this is the apostasy part. We have mentioned about this. So this is not for religious belief. It is for treason during wartime when apostasy meant. Because if you leave Islam and joining the enemy armies, leaking state secrets, committing political rebellion, that is what we call apostasy. And those people are called al-munafiqun. And even Christians in Western societies historically punish treason with death. So no jurist executed someone simply for disbelief alone. Now let's go to the child marriage or Aisha's age. So this is historically contested. Multiple classical sources stated that she was 17 or 19. Chronology of the battle so contradicts Aisha 9 years old. So she was a scholar, jurist, teacher, and a leader, not a victim. So marriage norms were universal across civilization. So this proves historically context, not Islamist violence again. When we cited this verse regarding with the age of Aisha, I ask always about this. Have you read the Ashbab and Nuzul about this? Because again, the Ashbab and Nuzul, it mentioned about the chronology, the age of Aisha, the age of Asma, during the event, during the war, what was Aisha's role. So regarding with the reality, let's go to the reality about Islam. So there is 1.9 billion peaceful Muslims. If Islam were inherently violent, Indonesia, the largest Muslim country, would be unstable. Malaysia, Brunei, Jordan, Oman, Qatar would be war zones. Senegal, mostly Muslims, wouldn't be one of the most peaceful countries. Millions of Muslims and Christian communities wouldn't coexist peacefully, even in Dubai nowadays. This is led by the Muslim king or the Muslim leaders, and they coexist. It is even an open city, and most of the events are being conducted there. So, and if Islam created extremists, why is it the major Islamic institute such as Al Azhar, Qom, Nedwi, the Deoband, Zaytuna, and the Sufi orders worldwide all condemn all of this? Not just this, all the major schools condemn this because extremists are Khawarij, not Muslim. The Prophet himself already predicted and condemned these extremists. They recite the Quran, but it does not go past their throats. That is the what we call the Khawarij. So the Khawarij does not represent the entirety of 1.9 billion Muslims all over the world. It is only a 0.0001. So meaning minority does not represent the entirety of the majority of the Islam. So in historical records, Islamic is peaceful coexistence. Muslim ruled India for 800 years. Did they force to convert Hindus? No. Muslim ruled Spain, Al-Andalus, 700 years. Jews led Christian persecution and lived safely under the Muslims. The Ottoman Empire provided religious support for Christians, synagogues for Jews, and protected minority system. Historical and all of this history contradicts the affirmative side. And on my final conclusion to this, a religion is judged by its foundation text, its consistent interpretation, its ethical principles, its historical manifestation, and its majority of adherents. So by all those standards, Islam advocates peace, regulates war ethically, forbids oppression, protection for women, protects for non-Muslim, supports justice, and historically coexists with others. So Islam is not a religion of peace, is false.
Ayun, so tapos ka na po ba maglatag, Sir Mikael?
Yes po, tapos na po. Sorry, may ano pa.
Ayun.
Order pa expanse Rino. Rino, handa ka na ba, Rino?
Bro Moises, pabalik muna ng time. Rino, nandyan ka ba? Gising. Rino?
Wala point of order na, iihi ako. Grabe yung latag, natakot ako. Iihi muna ako. Pengen 2 minutes. Ay, 1 minute lang. Takpan mo yun, Rino, mamaya.
Ayan, so antayin po muna natin. Ayan, nandyan na po si Rino. Ayun, expand na. Ayan,
Okay na po. Tapos na po ako umihit. Okay, ready na po ako. Hindi na po ulit ako kinakabahan. Joke lang. Okay, ready. Rino?
Ayan, so ready na nga daw po si Affirmative, ang taga-tanong. May 12 minutes ka.
Okay, unang tanong kay brother Mikael, rinig na ba ako?
Yes.
Okay, dahil rinig na ako, brother Mikael. Para malinaw, ang dinedebate natin ay Islam as a religion, hindi yung mga mananampalataya o yung mga tinatawag nating Muslim. Tama ba? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, doctrine ang pinag-uusapan natin. Yes or no?
No, not just a doctrine.
Hindi po
Because
doctrine.
it should be everything. Because again, this is not a debate of Christian and Muslim only. It is about the tulad din ng sinabi ko kanina sa aking latag. This is only about examining of the propositions. So it is not about the I'm gonna attack your verses, your religion or what. I'm proving to you the Islam.
Okay, sige po. Dahil sabi niyo po, hindi lang doctrine, tanggap mo ba na red herring fallacy yan? Dahil sabi ko nga po sa scope ko, Islam cannot be accurately described in its authoritative doctrinal and juridical tradition. Tanggap niyo po ba na red herring na po yan dahil sinabi niyo pong hindi lang doctrine, pati yung mga binanggit yung mga bansa na Singapore, hindi po red herring.
No.
Tanong ko po, challenge niyo po
That
ba
is
yung
fallacy
parameters
of
ko?
composition.
Fallacy of composition. Challenge nyo po ba yung aking scope para sabihin po na red herring po yan, na hindi red herring? Challenge nyo po?
Yes, and also again, let me tell you this. Again, our agreement prior to the debate, hindi ko lang sasabayan kung ano man ang yung latag, kung ano man ang yung mga binigay, bagkus dapat ay naka-stick tayo sa topic.
So bali po, lalabagin niyo po yung parameter ko po na ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito, authoritative, doctrinal, juridical. Lalabagin niyo po yung
Objection, moderator. Wala po akong nilalabag dito, bagkus sinasabayan ko po siya, at the same time ako ay nag-i-stick kung ano ang aming topic.
Counter objection po ako kasi sabi ko po, nagbigay po ako parameter na hindi po namin pag-uusapan yung mga ibang bansa dahil political at civilizational nga po yan ang sabi ko nga po kanina sa sagot ko. Kaya i-judge po natin yung Islam as its doctrinal and juridical tradition. Kasi po hindi naman po maging Islamin kung walang Quran o Hadith, 'di ba? So para gamitin po yung mga Islamic country na Dubai. Yan po yan mga yan political po yun hindi naman natin pinag-uusapan politics, pinag-uusapan natin religion.
Objection, moderator. Sorry,
sige,
rulings na ba? Sige, okay lang.
Papayagan ko, sige lang. Ano yan?
Ay, okay, sorry. So, tawag dito, when you mention only political, napakinggan mo ba na maayos ang latag ko? Na binanggit ko rin yung lahat ng mga words and doctrines ng Islam. So, you cannot bring this up. That's fallacy of composition. And slippery slope.
ito yung verdict ko ha, Kay. Yung word kasi na ginamit mo, lalabagin. So, baka, ito ha, ano ko lang to, baka takot si Sir Mikael na baka i-word salad mo lang yung word na lalabagin. So, nakuha ko rin naman yung punto ng questioning mo, okay? So, ito na lang yung ano ko, yung judgment ko sa inyo. Rephrase na lang the question, Kay. Ayan. Rephrase.
Sige po. So hindi niyo po susundin yung aking parameter na
Counter
ang
objection.
pag-uusapan po natin
Wala akong sinabing
authoritative.
wala akong sinabing
Tinatanong
hindi
nga
ko
po kita,
sinusunod.
tinatanong po
Ang
kita.
Ang
Susundin
sagot
niyo po o hindi?
ang sagot ko sa iyo, naka-align ako.
So,
Hindi po yun
susundin
ang
mo
tanong
na.
ko. Objection po. Hindi po yun ang tanong ko kung naka-align siya. Ang tanong ko po is kung susundin niya po ba yung parameter ko na authoritative doctrinal juridical tradition lang ang pag-uusapan natin. Hindi yung mga political at civilizational or historical issues.
Sige, ikaklaro
Tatanong ko
ko
po
na
kung
lang.
susundin niya po yun o hindi. Yun lang po.
Ikaklaro ko na lang. Sir Mikael, ang ibig sabihin ata ni The Notorious Case
Mhm.
sa susundin, kung isa-challenge mo daw, or susunod kayo sa yung parameters niya, yung ganun lang, dito lang. Or
Okay, I have a question kasi. Sinabi mo kasi na hindi political, hindi rin about sa mga extremism, but you have mentioned all of it. So how does it it's actually it's also a fallacy kasi tawag dito. Nakaayon lang naman ako sa latag mo.
Ay, ito po sasabihin ko, counter objection po, no? Ay, yung pag-argue ko po about extremist, hindi ko po yan ginamit bilang argument. Kumbaga ginawa ko pong narrative na,
Okay.
bakit kaya may mga ganito? Ito pala yung rason, yung Quran pala sinasabi kasi ganyan. Ayun po ang ginawa ko, kaya po strawman po yan kung sasabihin niya na inargue ko po na, ito ang pruweba na Islam is not a religion of peace, yung mga minority na kawarij na yan. Wala po akong ganung ginawa so strawman po yan.
Sige, magro-ruling na lang ako. Itong ruling
Aga.
ko sa kahaba-haba ng ating pagka-counter, pag-o-object, etc. etc.
Sorry.
Next question na lang para mag-proceed tayo. The Notorious K, next question ka na lang.
Okay, so next question, brother, no? Agree ka ba na ang Islam dapat i-judge base sa turo ng Hadith at Quran, hindi sa pag-uugali ng mga Muslim?
Yes.
Amen, thank you. Kung religion of peace ang claim mo, dapat consistent yan sa mga turo ng ng mga Quran at Hadith, hindi lang selective o cherry picking. Tama ba?
Pakiulit, cherry picking and hadith. Ano sabi mo?
Kung religion of peace ang claim mo, dapat consistent yan sa turo ng Quran at Hadith, hindi yung nag-cherry pick tayo. Tama ba?
That is a strawman's fallacy. I object to that. Kasi again, tulad ng sinabi ko, tulad ng sinabi ko, kanina, malinaw na sinabi ko, ito ay nakabase sa juris. The juris itself ng tawag dito ng tawag dito, school of thoughts, hindi cherry pick 'yon, bagkus malawak na pag-iintindi sa mga nakasulat.
Sige po, ako po ang aking counter objection. Bakit po naging strawman yun? Nagtatanong po ako. Ang strawman po, declarative, hindi po interrogative.
Kasi
paano po naging strawman
kasi
yun? Nagtatanong po ako eh.
It's a declarative. It's a declarative. Kasi you are saying bakit po cherry picking? You are assuming that there is cherry picking.
Sige, ruling na hindi po yung strawman, yun po ay loaded. Loaded at strawman, pero mas malakas po yung element ng pagka-loaded. So,
counter objection po, counter objection po, paano po naging loaded yun? Tinatanong ko nga po, dapat po ba consistent yan yung mga sinasabi niya?
Assertion.
Sa turo ng Quran at Hadith. Tinatanong ko po siya, dapat po ba consistent? Pwede naman niya po sabihin notes,
Ulitin mo
mag-explain
yung
siya, paano po
question.
naging loaded yun? Ang tanong ko po sa kanya, kung religion of peace yung kiniklaim niya dito, na yung Islam daw, religion of peace, dapat po ba consistent yan sa mga turo ng...
Wala po doon. Ang tanong mo kasi, again, dapat ba na consistent about sa pagkukuha sa Quran at sa Hadith? And second, sinabi mo kasi, bakit po nag-cherry pick?
Wala po akong sinabi nag-cherry pick kayo. Sabi ko po, dapat...
May nabanggit po kayo na cherry picking.
Yes, may binanggit po ako na cherry picking, pero wala po akong sinabi. Teka lang po.
Sige, ruling
Wala
na.
po akong sinabing cherry
Okay,
picking.
mute na. Okay na. Shh. Kalma, baby, kalma. Ayun.
Hindi po ako makapag-premise tuloy.
So the Notorious K, dahil may narinig akong cherry pick doon, paki-rephrase na lang at ulit ang tanong mo.
Sige, babagalan ko po yung tanong ko ha.
Ayan.
Ito po para maunawaan.
Yes, do not use the word do not use the word cherry picking.
Okay, sige po. Kung religion of peace ang claim mo, dapat consistent yan sa mga turo ng Quran o Hadith. Tama ba? Hindi yung nagiging selective tayo sa talata. Agree ka ba doon?
Yes, tama.
Amen. Yun lang naman po tanong ko. Sunod po. Tama ba na sa Islam, meron po tayong tinatawag na greater jihad o yung jihad al-akbar, which is yung inner struggle. Tama ba may ganun?
Tama, at sasagutin ko to. Pwede ba?
Yes, pwede po.
Okay, thank you.
Ano po kayo?
So nabanggit ko kanina yung patungkol sa jihad. So regarding sa jihad, malinaw na malinaw ang aking latag patungkol sa jihad. Binanggit ko dito kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng jihad. So again, there are types of jihads. Nabanggit mo yung akbar at asgar. Yung maliit na jihad at yung pinakamalaking jihad. So ang tanong, ang ano kasi doon, tawag dito, nabanggit ko na. Ang akbar, it's a struggle. Like for example, fighting in self-defense, fighting in oppression, and fighting against the tyranny. That is the
1
akbar.
minute na po yun. Okay, Sined, dahil
Sorry.
sinabi mo may akbar, tanggap mo din ba na may lesser jihad, which is jihad al-asgar, na external struggle, like pakikipaglaban? Tanggap mo may ganun yung jihad al-asgar? Yes or no?
Yes.
Categorical.
Yes.
Thank you. Sunod, tanggap mo na hindi lang inner struggle ang jihad. Meron din tayong external fighting na al-asgar. Tama o wala? Yes or no?
Yes.
Amen. Thank you. So, sabi po, pakita mo ulit, brother, yung 2216 ng Quran. Oo. Ayan. Ito po, no, sabi po dito, na fighting has been prescribed for you. Command po ba yan ni Allah o hindi? Yes or no? Command yan o hindi?
Okay, thank you. Yes, that is a command. Again, have you listened to my opening regarding with that?
Objection mo, driver, ba't niya po ako tinatanong?
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Pabalik ka 720.
Sorry. Pabalik,
Okay.
objection.
Okay,
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Okay. Pwede naman siguro yun, pero para lang sa rhetorics. Pero kapag ang intention talaga ni Sir Michael doon para magtanong talaga, bawal
No.
na bawal po yun.
I'm actually trying to explain.
Pero pwede po yun, Sir, Michael, kung yun ang rhetorics mo, rhetorical,
Rhetorical question kasi yun.
sige, proceed na kayo sa cross-examination. Go.
Okay, sunod
Okay,
po.
balikan mo.
Pakita mo naman, brother, yung 929. Pakibalik ulit yung 929, Rino. Sabi dito, fight those, hindi yan tafsir, mamaya natin, yung 929 lang, bro. Sabi dito, fight those who do not believe. Ano po to, jihad al-asgar o jihad al-akbar? Categorical.
Ano?
Ito pong fight those who do not believe in Allah, ano po yan, jihad al-asgar o jihad al-akbar?
That is the jihad al-akbar.
Al-akbar po yan, yung pakipaglaban nila sa mga sa mga hindi na mananampalataya.
Yes.
Confirmation
yes.
na po. Al-akbar
Yes.
po.
Yes.
Sige po. Sunod, pakita mo, brother, yung Bukhari, yung may reward daw sa paradise, yung kanina kong idinaldal. Okay ka lang. Ayan. Hindi po yan, bro. Hindi po yan. Yung Bukhari, bro. Ayan po, no. Sabi po dito, I have been ordered to fight till they say none has the right to worship Allah. Ano po yan? Al-Akbar o Al-Asgar?
Yes, that's akbar.
Akbar po yan?
Yes.
Sige po. Okay, sunod
Okay,
po.
I will explain.
610 pabalik
Kinaya na?
na 610.
Kinaya- Sige. Sorry, sir.
Wait lang, Sir Michael. The Notorious K, pigil-pigilan po yung tawad dahil formal debate po to. Hindi
Sorry po,
ito
sorry
hindi ito usapang kanto, so maging professional po tayo. Ayan.
Sige po.
Kung maulit pa po yun, baka may consequence. So, Bro Moises, pabalik ng oras, continue the cross-examination.
Okay,
Sige po, sunod po na tanong ko po dito kay brother, no. Nabanggit niyo po kanina yung Khawarij nagrerepresenta ng Islam, no? Hindi po nagrerepresenta ng Islam. Tama na nabanggit niyo 'yon?
Yes.
Saan ko po nilatag 'yon, brother?
binanggit mo ang mga name ng mga Kawarij, binanggit mo sabi mo kasi sa name ng after you mention the Kawarij, they will not do it kung hindi ito back ng nakasulat mismo sa Quran at sa Hadith. Kaya sinagot ko sa iyo 'yon at pinatunayan ko na itong mismong mga Kawarij na to, again, it does not represent the Islam. They just read what is in Quran or in Hadith. They don't know what is the context.
Sige po, sunod po na tanong ko po sa inyo. No, itong mga sura po na to at hadith, abrogated po ba to? Yes or no?
No.
Hindi pa po abrogated. So, ibig sabihin po, kung hindi siya abrogated o nasuk, tama ba na parte pa rin yan ng doktrina ng Islam dahil hindi abrogated? Yes or no?
Yes.
Amen. Okay, sunod po. Sangayon ka ba? Ulitin ko lang po, no, dahil kasama naman po sa latag nyo, confirmation lang. Sangayon ka ba sa standard ng negative peace na absence of violence? Sangayon ka ba doon? Yes or no?
Patungkol sa about sa Islam?
Yeah, no. Yung binigay kong standard ng peace sa negative peace. Sangayon ka ba na absence of violence siya? By definition ng mga peer-reviewed studies?
So again, regarding with this tawag dito, I don't agree.
Hindi ka po agree. Okay. Sunod po.
Because it failed the standards.
Hindi ka po agree. Okay, sige po. Sunod po, sa positive peace, agree ka po ba ang positive peace according to the definition is freedom, social justice po?
Mm-hmm. Again, hindi ako agree doon sa base sa latag mo, because instead you're proving Islam is not peaceful. You've cited that will actually touch into your stand about it, which is none of this that prove Islam itself is not peaceful. That is a misuse, the misuse and not the core doctrine. Misuse of using Islam and applying the negative and positive history.
Okay, sunod po, brother. Pakita mo na yung Ibn Kathir 929, yung sa Jizya. Sinasabi niya daw po kasi political daw po yun eh. Ano daw nakalagay sa Jizya, sabi ni Ibn Kathir? Iso mo yung ang pagbabayad daw ng Jizya ay ano daw po? Taas mo, pinakataas ayan ang pagbabayad daw po ba ng Jizya? A, grace. B, disgrace. Ano po sabi ni Ibn Kathir dyan? Brother, categorical po
Okay. Ang sagot ni diyan, okay, go.
Moderators time mo na. Pabalik ng 310, Bro Moises, sorry. Sisingit lang saglit. Hindi ko papayagan yung hindi klarong reference. Ayusin mo muna yan, Rino. Baka maaring madaya or something.
Ay, ano po yan? Quran.com po yan.
Izomo, Rino.
Ayan. Syempre po, in-screenshot ko po yan. Kaya nga po may highlight eh. Ayan pakita mo.
Gusto ko nga i-zoom.
I-zoom out mo, bro. I-zoom out mo.
Moderators time nga ni... Ikaw nagsasalita. Ayan. So, i-zoom mo lang, Rino, para mabasa ng lahat. Ayan. So, yan lang na... Parang yan lang yung pinakalaki. So, ayan. Proceed kayo. Ayan, go.
Ito po. Sabi po din, kay Ibn Kathir po kasi to eh. Sabi po ni Ibn Kathir, ang Jizya po daw ay sign of kufur at grace or disgrace. Ano po doon, categorical?
Okay. Tawag dito, that is a fallacy of composition.
Objection, moderator, categorical
objection.
po.
Kasi tawag dito, loaded ang question.
Sige.
Kasi nalatag, actually na ko yan nasa latag ko yan. Pero, okay.
Ako po, magka-counter-object na ako.
Tatanggapin ko yung mo, okay. Tatanggapin ko yung mo. So, okay. Sabihin na natin mag-a-agree ako sa, okay, yes.
Okay
so,
po.
I will explain. G?
Sige po.
Okay. So, jizya is actually, it's kufur or haram or not good, because if the jizya is justified through theology, but if the jizya is about only for political, again, it is a tax in exchange for military exemption and state protection. Andun na po, yun ang sagot ko.
Yun po ang sagot nyo. Sunod, brother, pakita mo na yung yung inside the caliphate 2, yung kill them. Pakita mo, bro. Pakita mo. Para sa'yo po ba peaceful po yan? Yes or no?
No.
No. Sunod naman yung besiege them. Peaceful po ba yan? Peaceful po ba para sa'yo yan?
Of course, no.
Yung ambush them, pakita mo, peaceful po ba yan o hindi?
Of course, no.
Pakita
Again,
mo naman
okay.
kung anong,
Sige.
pakita mo naman anong
Sige,
talata
tapos
ang
sasagot ako.
pinapatungkulan yan. Pakita mo naman anong talata.
The Notorious K, may 1 minute siya para
Sige,
sumagot. Go, Sir Michael, gamitin mo yung 1
Okay.
minute mo.
Okay, so regarding with this is again, bumalik na naman tayo doon sa part na about during the wartime. So are you going to justify the core doctrines of Islam during the wartime, during the aggression against Islam, and during the fitna? So the answer is no, because you should not use it. It is again, it does not says about the core principle. Bagkus ito ay nagpapatungkol about sa jihad on how we retaliate in war. Because again, Islam is not reactive, not aggressive. We are just reactive. We will do it. We will besiege. We will do ambush. We will do all tactics in war because hindi mo naman pwede pumunta ka sa war or puntahan mo yung kalaban mo, ayain mo na magkape, ayain mo na kumain, ganun, para matapos agad yung dagmaan mo. Hindi po ganun. Again, may tinatawag din tayo na pwede tayo makipag-usap muna at may tinatawag na dialogue. And then if cannot be prevented, we need tactics to win the war. Yes, we need to do all of those that I have mentioned.
Okay, next question ko. Dahil sinabi mo na hindi yan peaceful, pakita mo kung saan galing yan. Verse of ano daw yan? Verse of ano daw yan, bro?
Oops, counter objection. Again, it's not peaceful because again, it does not represent the core principle. You are putting the wartime and the actions towards war. So it's not about the definition of peace.
So pakita mo na lang po anong verse yan po. Pakita mo po yan. Yan po kasi yung yung verse of the sword eh. Yung pakita mo yung Ibn Kathir bro, 9.5. Ayan, verse of the, pakita mo yung Ibn Kathir. Hindi Ibn Kathir, 9.5 nga ni, Surat At-Tawbah 5. Pakita mo bro. Ayan po, mababasa po dito sa Ibn Kathir. Yan po kasi pinapatungkulan niya. Sabi po dito, pakita mo yung mga hina-highlight. Para sa'yo po ba, peaceful po ba yan? Yung mga naka-highlight. Basahin natin. Then fight the mushrikin wherever you find them. Means on earth in general except the sacred area. Para sa'yo po ba, peaceful yan?
Yes, it's not peaceful. It's about war.
Sunod.
Why should be
peaceful? Dito, executing some and capturing them as prisoner. Peaceful ba yan? Yes or no? Categorical.
No, it's part of war.
Okay, sunod. Sunod na tanong. Yung naka-yellow. Sabi po dito, do not wait until you find them. Rather seek and besiege them in their areas and forts. This way, ang nakalagay, this way, they will have no choice but to die or embrace Islam. Peaceful yan or hindi?
Okay, I will answer this question with to answer the categorical question and also explain it. Can you give me a allotment of time, moderator?
Sige lang, go lang. May 1 minute ka magpaliwanag. Wala na akong time.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So regarding with this Surah At-Tawbah again, I have mentioned multiple times. If you are aware what is the Asbabun Nuzul, the context, the historicity, and everything about that you have read for the verses and for the hadith. So again, it actually negates your stand because you don't actually know the context because it actually clearly says Surah At-Tawbah. It doesn't have even it is mentioned and it is the history about war during wartime. So everything that you have mentioned are the tactics, the possibilities, the things that you need to do in war in order for you to win. And also, to all types of enemy that you are facing, you must also show that. But again, it is still being supported by the hadith that it says, do not harm women, children, the elderly, and also do not burn their churches, do not mutilate, and so on and so forth. That's it.
Ayun. So, tapos na po ang second round of cross-examination. Paki-tap and share the live. Parang na-restrict ata ang ating pag-gift. So, hindi na po tayo pwede mag-gift.
Sorry, may tatanong ako. Sorry, moderator, before everything else. Regarding pala sa ating since this is Oxford Way, and regarding sa rebuttals, yung rebuttals ba yun, halimbawa, rebuttals ni Kay, hayaan ko lang, mag-rebut lang siya about sa mga sinabi ko, and then ako naman, ganun din after that sa time. Wala nang ano, di ba?
Wala nang cross-examination. Yan yung nasa
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you sa clarification kasi medyo nalito lang ako ng konti. Okay, thank you. Thank
Sige.
you. Go.
Okay, so ang oras po ng inyong rebuttals ay 10 minutes. Take note, meron po kayong point of order, hindi nyo pa nagagamit. So sa isang rebuttal may 3 po kayong point of order. So pwede nyo po yung gamitin. So paghanda ng 10 minutes, affirmative, handa ka na bang mag-rebut? The Notorious K.
But, hindi siya?
Yun ang nasa pre-debate nyo. Ikaw muna.
Sige,
tapos
sige.
siya.
Game.
Oh, yan bro eh.
Okay,
Game.
so handa na si The Notorious K. 10 minutes para mag-rebut. The Notorious K, go.
Okay, so unahin po muna natin yung mga nangyari po sa debate po na ito, no. Sabi niya po, dagdag po kasi siya ng mga political, historical.
Hold on. May technicalities.
Wala naman.
Hindi natanggal yung seconds.
Listen mo nga, listen.
Technicalities. Okay. Sorry, The Notorious K. Sorry, viewers.
Okay, go ahead.
Ayan, so tapos
Go ahead.
The Notorious K, proceed.
Okay po, ulitin po natin ng rebuttal ko, no. So, malinaw naman po, no, yung mga pinagagawa po ng kalaban ko, yung mga example niya po, red herring. Red herring po yan kasi ito pinaka main punto ng argumento niya. Una, nirebatan niya na po agad yung aking mga nilatag na ito daw yung konteksto ng verse, ito daw yung mga ganito, ganyan. Hindi naman niya po oras para mag-rebut. So, dun pa lang po in structure, palpak na po. Tapos ito po, bakit po siya naging red herring? Kasi po ina-argue niya po sa argument niya, yung mga Kawarij daw, yung mga historical coexistence daw, Islamic Golden Age, yung Indonesia at ngayon, Malaysia daw ngayon, yung Dubai, hindi naman po yan yung topic. Wala po akong claim dito. Bilang negative ka, kailangan mo kasi ako pamalian Hindi mo kailangan magpakita ng ng burden of proof mo. Wala kang burden of proof, bro. Ang meron ka, burden of rebuttal, kaya pamalian mo ko. Ano po ba ang pinapatunayan ko dito? Islam cannot be accurately described in its authoritative doctrinal, ibig sabihin yung Quran at juridical tradition, which is yung hadith. Ayun lang po yung scope ng debate natin. Bakit po siya dumadaldal about Indonesia, Malaysia? Alata pong red herring po yun. No? Red herring po yan O tapos ito po, yung mga, pupunan po natin yung mga idinaldal niya. Yung mga idinaldal niya na, hindi daw, sabi niya kanina sa pagsagot niya, hindi raw pwede ayain ng kape yung mga kalaban sa gera. Ganun na ba yun? So, ibig sabihin, ito lang po ang implication yan Pag nasa gera ka, huwag ka na makipag-peace. Gerahin mo na sila, huwag mo na silang ayain makipagkape, makipagbate. Kasi po, may mapapakita po kasi ako na sa history natin na may nagkaayayaan ng kape at football nung Christmas. Ayun po ay nangyari nung World War II. Na binitawan po nila yung mga sandata nila nung World War II at nakipagbanding nung Pasko sa mga German at British. Nangyari po yun Ayun po ay isang ehemplo ng peaceful. Ngayon yung binibigay ng ehemplo sa akin kanina na hindi daw pwede magbigay ng kape, lalabas po talaga yung tunay na kulay na basta gera na lang, wala na pong peace. Ayun po ang lalabas 'di ba? O tapos sinasabi niya po na out of context daw yung mga idinaldal ko. O eto ang problema mo, bro. Hindi siya out of context. Bakit? No, nakalagay dito. Sabi dun sa dinaldal ko, wherever you find them, hindi lang sa battlefield, hindi lang sa gera. Kung saan mo makikita, saan lupalop, except dun sa Masjid Al-Haram, kasi sacred sa inyo yan, wag silang lalabanan unless lumaban sila doon. So, paano mo sasabihin out of context, wherever you find them nga? Paano mo sasabihin nasa gera lang? Kung saan mo nga lang daw nakikita No? Halata pong intellectual dishonesty po yan. Tapos yung tapos yung bukod pa doon, hindi po abrogated yung verse na yan. Hindi mo pwede sabihin contemporary sa panahon ni Muhammad. Hindi mo pwede sabihin na applicable lang sa gera yan. Hindi naman kasi yan abrogated kung sasabihin mo na panahon lang ni Muhammad yan, may mapapakita ka ba sa akin na abrogated yan? Kaso hindi. Hindi yan abrogated. At sabi po dito, no, sabi po dito, pakita mo nga ulit, Brother Rino, pa-expand po si Brother Rino, yung 5, yung ano, yung Surah 9:5, yung ano doon, yung kay Ibn Kathir. Pa-expand po si Brother Rino. Pa-expand po si Brother Rino. Ako na nga. O Rino, open mic Rino. Open cam Rino. Yung sa pinakababa, sabi po dito, sa pinakababa, hindi yung 9:5, yung Ibn Kathir, yung 9:5. Ayan o, sabi dito, Ibn Kathir nga ni 9:5. Ibn Kathir o 9:5. Banapin mo bro. Ayan, sabi sa pinakababa, pakita mo. This honorable ayah, 9:5, was called the Ayah of Swords. It abrogated every agreement of peace between the prophet and any idolater. Every treaty and every term. May peace term naman po pala pero inabrogate ng verse na yan. Ibig sabihin, aggression po yan. 'Di ba? Nagsisinungaling pa sa harap-harapan ko. Tapos ito pa, nung tinatanong ko siya sa cross-examination, yung mga jihad na verse, sinabi niya sa akin nung una, meron daw jihad, yung al-akbar, which is inner struggle, at yung al-asgar, yung lesser jihad, yung pakikipaglaban. Nung binigyan ko po siya ng verse na yung fighting has been prescribed for you, tsaka fight those who do not believe in Allah, al-akbar daw yun. Di contradiction po yan. Kasi po ang sinasabi ng al-akbar, inner struggle. Sige nga, kailan naging inner struggle ang pakikipaglaban? 'Di ba? Ano po yan al-asgar po talaga yan Kita mo, sasabihin mo kung hindi ko alam konteksto ng Islam, na mali ka. Sabi mo, al-akbar yung al-asgar. Hindi naman po al-akbar yun al-asgar yun Tsaka ito pa nakakatawa. O sige, sige, i-grant na natin na al-asgar, na al-akbar yung pakikipaglaban. Di pinatunayan mo lang lalo na greater jihad yung pakikipaglaban sa inyo. Self-defeating yan. Self-defeating na. Kita mo kahit anong isinagot mo dito, ang lalabas, kung umamin ka sana na al-asgar yan, okay sana, kaso hindi pa rin. Kasi sa al-asgar, rewarded pa rin ni Allah yan, na mapupunta ka daw sa langit, sa Jannah. Kaso nagkamali ka, nag-intellectual dishonesty ka pa, sinabi mo al-akbar, di pinatunayan mo lang lalo na greater jihad yan. Na ano yung greater jihad? Yung fighting has been prescribed for you, fight those who do not believe. Di mas lalo na kayong hindi religion of peace niyan, greater pala Tapos inamin mo pa na hindi abrogated yung mga verses na yan. Bukod sa hindi abrogated, ano tinanong ko? Tinanong kita, so kung hindi siya abrogated o nasuk, tama ba na parte ng doktrina nyo pa rin yan? Sabi niya, yes. Parte pa rin daw ng doktrina nila yan. Ano yung parte ng doktrina nila? Itong jihad al-asgar, yung pakikipaglaban. Ngayon, dito ko na i-bring up yung mga yung aking narrative sa argument. Ano ba yung narrative ko sa argumento ko sa modus ponens ko? Na bakit halos lahat ng mga deadliest terrorist organization Islamic. Ayun ang rason, dahil sa Quran. Dahil sa authoritative text at juridical tradition nila na ganyan ang sinasabi, yan ang nilalaman. Tapos, wag po natin kalimutan yung pang-i-strawman niya sa definition ko. Na sinabi niya daw completely. Wala naman po akong claim na completely. Kasi absolute na po yan Pag sinabi mo po kasing completely, wala pong absuelto dyan. Pero ano ba sinabi ko? Wala naman akong claim na absolute Wala naman akong modifier na dinagdag Na sinasabi ko lang, negative peace as the absence of direct or the violence of fear. Tapos sagutin po natin yung sabi niya na hindi ko daw naunawaan yung konteksto ng na political at hindi daw theological. Regardless of hindi yan theological, regardless of political yan, nasa banal na kasulatan nyo pa rin yan. Kita nyo, theological na nga hinahaluan pa ng political. Ano yun? 'Di ba? Control na yan pagka ganyan, coercive na yan pag ganyan. O kahit nasabihin mo na hindi naman theological yan, nasa utos pa rin ng Diyos nyo, nasabi ng Diyos nyo na gawin nito at meron itong reward which is kapunta sa kalangitan. Sabi nga sa Bukhari, Bukhari ba yan? Sabi nga sa, balikan natin yung notes ko. Sabi nga dito sa, teka lang. Sabi nga dito dun sa, sa hadith ninyo, sa Quran 4:7-4, tsaka Sahih Muslim, let those fight in the cause of Allah, tsaka paradise is under the shades of sword. Yun ang sabi sa Quran tapos magpapalusot pa. 'Di ba? Tapos tinatanong ko siya na, lalabagin mo ba yung na hindi daw siya magko-comply dun sa definition ko dahil wala daw ako mapapatunayan. Lalabas? Strawman fallacy po yan. Tapos makikita po natin yung mga pag-iwas sa tanong ko, no, na loaded question daw kahit hindi naman loaded, na strawman daw. Biruin nyo, nagtatanong na nga ako, strawman pa. Ulitin ko po negative peace. Ano po ang negative peace? Defined as the absence of direct violence or the fear of violence. While positive peace is the presence of social justice and the attitudes, institution, and structure that sustain a peaceful society. Sa makatuwid, social justice. Ayun po yun, no? Asan po doon sa Islam na nagampanan nitong definition na to? Wala po. Kita-kita naman, umamin na siya, tinanong ko siya about sa 9-5 eh. Yung kill them, peaceful ba? Hindi daw. Yung ambush them, peaceful ba? Hindi daw. Yung besiege them, peaceful ba? Hindi daw. Ano po ba yun? Ayan po ay nilalaman ng Quran eh. O ibig sabihin, yung pinaka-doktrina ng religion nila ay naglalaman ng hindi peaceful. Which is, it will prove na hindi talaga sila religion of peace. 'Di ba? Tapos ito pa, magsisinungaling pa na si Aisha daw baka daw matanda na daw, 17, 19. Paano mo sasagutin yung 65 po? Nasabi sa 65, pakita mo ulit rin yung 65 po ng Quran. Pakita mo ulit, open cam ka bro. Wala po ba mag-open cam? Ako na lang. Ito, papakita ko. Open cam tayo. Ayan, papakita ko sa'yo bro, ito po kasi yan eh. Saan na yung 65 por? Pambihira, nawawala. Basta po, ito, teka lang, sa search ko lang. Ito. Ayan po, Visit naman. Ito po, sabi po dito, may waiting period po sa Islam. Meron pong waiting period yan at ano po time na pala ako. At sabi po dito,
Time.
ayan
Time na.
pamalian po,
Okay.
ito, last na lang po, pamalian po yung modus ponens ko, yun na lang po.
Yun. So, tapos na po ang time ni The Notorious K. Parang pwede na po ata mag-gifts. Kung meron po kayong gustong i-gift, ay pwede na pong mag-send. Parang na-lift na ata yung restrictions. Ayan. So, tapos na po ang ating first rebuttal na ang ating affirmative ang gumanap. Susunod naman po ang ating second rebuttal na si negative naman po. Patap-tap and share the live. Ayan, Sir Mikael, nandyan ka ba?
Hello.
Ayan, so,
1, 2, 3. Ito na
ayun, handa ka na ba mag-rebat, Sir Mikael?
Hello.
Rinig ka po, rinig.
Ito lang, wala na ako narinig. Tagalin ko lang ako earbuds ko.
Sige, pakiayos mo na yan, Sir Mikael. So, sabi ni Sir Macarius, mag-gift daw kayo sa kanya. Oo. Yan, ang ating adjudicator, si Sir Macarius.
Ayan, rinig ka na kayo, sige ko.
Ayan,
Start na ba?
Sir Mikael, tapos na si The Notorious K mag-rebat. Ikaw naman pa ang magre-rebat. May 10 minutes ka po.
Okay. Ngayon, binakinggan ko lahat ng mga sinabi ni Notorious K. So, tawag dito, again, babalikan ko lang kung ano yung aking opening kanina. Dahil sa lahat ng mga sinabi na Quranic verse, and also the hadith, I ask always, what is the asbabun nuzul of that verse? Kasi napakahalaga ng asbabun nuzul, al-nuzul na yan, kasi sa pamamaraan yan, kapag alam mo kung ano yung asbab al-nuzul ng every verse na nakasulat, regardless pa sa kung ano man ang nakasulat doon, kung ito ba ay tawag dito, kung ito ba ay nagpapatungkol sa isang event or not, or isang gawain, kasi kapag ito ay wala kang asbabun nuzul dito, wala kang maliwanag na pag-iintindi dito, ang mangyayari sa'yo, magiging literalist ka. So, like for example na lang, yung tinutukoy na sa Surah At-Tawbah, yung mga pangyayari doon. Kahit nasagot ko na sa kanya, nag-rely sa tafsir ni Ibn Kathir, yes, wala naman akong disagreement doon. But, ang problema doon, wala kasing asbab al-nuzul. Ang tawag dito, wala pang asbabul udud. Hindi lang asbabun nuzul, meron pa itong sinasabing asbabul udud. So ngayon, tawag dito, ang nangyari doon, nagiging selective po yan. Kasi sa next verse na to, tawag dito, hindi niya binasa ang kabuuan mismo na konteksto kasi kung yung about sa war na yun, kung inalam mo ang event at ang pangyayari at kung ano man yung nandoon at kung ano man yung tinatawag kong asbab at ang nuzul noon, maiintindihan mo kung ano ang pinapatungkulan. Again, hindi ito nagre-represent na agad ang Muslim ay violence and tawag dito, kami yung nag-i-initiate. Reactive lang kami, hindi kami aggressor. So, pagdating naman sa mga tawag dito, pagdating naman sa mga nabanggit na itong mga group na to, na siyang tawag dito na sabi nga niya na kumukuha dito sa Quran at tawag dito sa mga verses sa hadith din at nagpapatunay na kaya nila ginagawa yun dahil nakasulat ito at tawag, hindi ito mai-evade ng isang Muslim. Again, binabalik nito ang kung ano man talaga ang core doctrine kasi hindi natin made-deny kung ano ang doctrine ng Islam na may nakasulat din talaga na Islam is it condemns terrorism. It condemns being the Tawarij. Islam commands peace and it protects the human dignity. Kasi kung tawag dito, kung pabubulaanan mo at sasabihin mo ngayon na red herring ang sinasabi ko na tawag dito na sa mga nabanggit mong grupo na to na tawag to kaya nila ginagawa yung actions is because of the Quranic verse and the hadith. Ngayon, tawag dito, itong mga extremist na to, again, malinaw na malinaw. Hindi ito nawala sa topic kung hindi ko to kina-counter yung sinasabi mo. Malinaw na malinaw, hindi ito nagre-represent ng Islam. Malinaw ko rin na sinabi na sila mismo ay binabasa lang nila at hindi nila iniintindi ang kung ano ang nakasusulat. Bagamat sila ay umo-object dito. So sa core principles ng Islam ay nababangga dito. So ngayon, tulad ng sinabi mo naman about sa child marriage, again, kung iaano natin to, kung susumahin natin to ang topic natin, and even dito sa latagan na to, hindi naman kasi talaga dapat nakapasok dito ang child marriage. Kasi ang child marriage is other topic. It is not it does not tawag dito fully get into the concept or ng tawag dito ng Islam is not a religion of peace. Bagkus ito ay labas na dito. Kasi ang child marriage kaya nga pinabulaanan ko rin sa iyo yun at binangga ko rin ang binanggit mo doon dahil again, malinaw na malinaw, paulit-ulit ko tong tinanong, sinasabi ang about sa asbabun nuzul. This is not a circular reasoning or ano, kasi this is very important. We are talking about the verses and the interpretation of hadith in the Quran. This is very important to us Muslims. So I hope sana nag-research ka muna about dyan bago pa man tayo pumunta dito. At hindi ako nagsisinungaling sa iyo, bagkus pinapabulaanan ko lang ang mga paratang mo. Ang akin naman ay tawag dito, tinitingnan ko kasi ang nangyayari, nagiging nagche-cherry pick ka din at actually, and tawag dito, ang actions na yon ay gumagawa ka ng mga bagay na nagko-quote ka ng mga scriptures about ng about sa war, about sa tawag dito, about sa child marriage and even yung about sa pananakit sa kababaihan, nagko-quote ka ng mga yun, again, without even the asbabun nuzul, which is the very important part. And then, in your standpoint, I do believe that it is actually appeal to emotion because using fear instead of the facts. Kasi, always mong sinasabi kanina, hindi siya napasok doon, yung about sa mga bansa, about sa mga nation, about sa coexistence, hindi siya pasok doon. Actually, it is pasok pa rin. Kasi tawag dito, we are talking about the rulings of Islam na din dito. And also, about sa kung ano yung stand ng Islam. We are talking about the core principle of Islam. Teka lang. Matakbo yung oras. Okay. So, balikan natin yung sa part na tawag dito about sa history. So, bakit nabanggit ko rin yung sa history? At bakit hindi dapat i-ignore to? Sabi mo kasi, hindi na kinakailangan banggitin yung about sa Al-Andalus, about sa Ottoman, about sa other stuff. The answer is kailangan pa rin dito na kinakailangan pa rin ito natin banggitin dahil ito ay nagsasalamin, nagpapakita ito ng reality, the factual things na nagko-coexist ang non-Muslims and Muslims. And you are misguiding what is jizya means is. Kasi, inulitin ko tong statement na to, sinasama mo ang political into theological. Again, in Islam, hindi porket may political na nabanggit na rulings ay tawag about sa Quran, ay sasabihin mo ngayon parang inconsistent ang dating. So, again, hindi porket ganun ang sinabi, ay hindi na to mag-a-align sa papaano ang coexistence ng mga Muslim and non-Muslims. Bagkus sinusuportahan pa nito, maraming verses ang nagpapatunay. Kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, ang Surah At-Tauba is all about jihad. Ngayon, puntahan natin ang jihad. About sa jihad na nabanggit mo kanina, yung as example mo sa akin ng mga tanong mo about sa jihad na akbar, at asgar, dinefine ko sa'yo. Actually, yes, war is actually akbar. Hindi ito magiging asgar. Ang asgar ay maliit, ang akbar ay malaki. Malaking jihad ito. Bakit? Kinangangailangan na dito ng may buhay na ang nadadala dito, may mga namamatay at may mga tawag dito, may mga na ano dito na oppress, may mga liberation na nangyayari, may dugong na ano dito na dumadanak, may mga destruction talaga which is unavoidable and inevitable during the war. So ngayon, kung ang context ng reality ng war nung panahon na yon and yung tinutukoy mo about sa world war, again, wala na malayo yun sa tinutukoy mo about sa Islam. You are giving example which is both of them are Christians who celebrate Christmas. And again, ang nagdidigmaan dito, yung sa panahon na mga nabanggit mo at yung mga context ng mga yon, it's opposing religion. It's polytheistic against Muslim. It's tawag dito Zoroastrianism against Muslim. It's also Christians against Muslim, not just Christians, but it is mixed. Ganun ang nangyayari. Dapat ang pabubulaanan natin yun. At hindi natin i-ignore yun. Kasi, most of all, war again. This is always what they misquote about Islam. Not because we fight in the war, not because we are reactive to the actions, to negative actions to us, is because we are no longer a religion of peace. Kasi ang pag-uusapan about sa religion of peace, it's about the core principle. So core principle is the most important. Kasi pag hindi naman ang core principle ang binabanga ngayon, paano patutunayan na ang isang religion ay hindi ay religion of peace kung hindi ka nakabase sa core principle. Kung i-judge mo ito sa mga actions na mga nangyari ng minority and even the context ng pangyayari ng kaganapan ng about sa jihad. So when you talk about jihad, you must know what is jihad in the first place. You must read carefully, study carefully what is jihad and every context of Quran. We are not just cherry picking about Quran. And again, in Islam, we are not literalists. If you are putting me into a position, I should literal and accept whatever the written is in the Quran. I am not. We are not like that. So yun lang ang masasabi ko. And thank you so much for the time and also for allowing me about this. So just to conclude my rebuttal for my closing rebuttal statement. So I believe affirmative misrepresent Islam through literalist reading, and they commit and also affirmative commit cherry picking and also ignoring the context and fail to address even historically reality and in defensive context of Quranic verse and fail to account the peaceful Muslim worldwide in the 1.9 billion Muslims all around the world. Thank you so much.
Ayun, maraming salamat Sir Mikael. Pa-tap and share the live, pa-send ng gift sa mga panelists, gifters. Ayan, habang hindi pa restricted yung gift kineso. Ayan, so ayan, tapos ng ating rebuttal. So nasa huling parte na tayo ng ating debate which is yung closing statement. Ayan, negative, handa ka na ba ulit mag-closing statement or hihinga ka muna? Sa'yo ulit.
Sa akin na ba?
Oo, sa'yo ulit.
Pwede 2 minutes muna. Sorry. Ay, 1 minute
sige.
lang. Inom lang ako tubig.
Sige.
Sorry.
Hinga ka muna, Sir Mikael. Ayan, patap and share the live habang humihinga pa si Sir Negative. Ayan, umiinom pa ng tubig. Pa-send ng gift sa mga gifters dyan, kung sino ang sinusuportahan nyo na panelist. Uulitin ko yung rule dito sa closing statement. 5 minutes lang per closing statement. Bawal na yung point of orders. Ayan.
Okay.
Okay. Handa ka na ba, Sir Mikael?
Wait lang. Malapit
Sige.
na. Malapit na.
Ay, sabi ng
Sorry.
ating isang
20
adjudicator,
minutes.
gift daw. Si Sir Macario, specifically, gusto niya rin ng mga coins or coins. Ayan, kung sino mang mamimigay dyan ng Galaxy. Sa akin, hindi sa kanya.
Ay, sorry, dinig. Okay. So, ano na ba? Ready na? Pwede na?
Yan, so Sir Michael, may 5 minutes ka po. Ayusin mo po yung paggamit ng 5 minutes. Oh.
Okay, so first of all, in this closing, I just want to address honorable judges, those adjudicators, moderators, the timers, and also the host and debate of the future platform, and to Notorious K, my opponent. Again, magandang gabi po sa inyo. So tonight, the affirmative tried to prove that Islam is not a religion of peace, pero what we saw clearly is the opposite. Because again, there's a red herring and a mispresentation on it, because affirmative brought to wars violent hadith and extremist attack as proof. Pero lahat iyon ay isolated events and hindi core teachings ng Islam. At hindi niya po nabasag kung ano man ang core teachings ng Islam, at never niya rin na-mention about it. So again, they also ignore the context. I'm repeating this term, Asbab al-Nuzul, historical circumstances, defensive nature ng battles. And there's a cherry picking and literalism ang nangyari. Kahit pa man anong tingnan natin ang anggulo ng mga sinabi, ay may tawag dito literalism at cherry picking po talaga. So, this is not a fair argumentation, and this is actually a red herring at all. So, again, babalikan natin. Sabi niya daw, hindi naman daw tumutukoy yung ngunit ito ay ginagawa ng mga nasa extremist group pa rin, base pa rin sa nakasusulat. So again, extremists do not define Islam. Ulitin ko yan. Because extremists are all Khawarij extremists, ay sinabihan na ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, kinondon niya na to. Sinabi niya rin na they recite the Quran but it does not go beyond their throats. So classical scholars in Hanafi fiqh and even in my spirituality and Sufism and modern institution all reject this ideology. And even on how the interpretation of Quran is that I've heard from him, from Kay. So remember, the less than 0.001% of Muslims engage in such violence, it does not reflect or represent the entirety of the Islam or all Muslims. So judging in 1.9 billion peaceful Muslim by extremists is statistically and logically wrong or invalid. So regarding sa historical events and peaceful coexistence, nabanggit ko na lahat. Pinamalian pa rin ang Al-Andalus, Ottoman Empire, and Muslim Indian Southeast Asia because again, kasi dito sinasabi talaga at pinapakita at minimiro nito kung ano talaga ang core teachings ng Islam, which is the violence cited by affirmative was mostly political or defensive and not religiously mandated. And putting the child marriage topic and regarding the hurting of the women sa marriage, again, it is actually a different topic. It is inconsistently from the inconsistent way to make a statement or argument from the topic, because we are putting here and we are tawag dito, binubuo natin dito at pinapabulaanan natin dito kung ano talaga ang ibig sabihin ng Islam is not a peaceful religion at ito ba ay totoo o hindi. So sa philosophical argument and ethical consistency, Islam is built on mercy, which is rahmah, justice, adil, human dignity, karama, and most of all, peace. Core teachings, not isolated violence acts, define the religion. Literalist misinterpretation of verses or hadith cannot override the principles of faith. Judges, if criminals in a Catholic or whatever religion is, country don't define that specific religion. So why should extremism define Islam as well? And why should literalism also define Islam as well? Because we are not like that. And then regarding sa textual and scholarly evidence, tawag dito, hindi siya there's inconsistency and there is no clear asbabun nuzul or an explanation about it. So everything from the event are not clear. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, judges, philosophy, logic, history, statistics, and textual evidence all confirm Islam is a religion of peace, and extremist is action is actually misquoted verse, and all the literalist interpretation cannot define the faith followed by peaceful 1.9 billion people all around the world. Thank you so much.
Time po, pa-time po. Last po pa-expand po si Rino.
Ayan, so kaklaruhin ko Sir Sir Michael, tapos ko na po ba? Wini-wave na po ba yung remaining time? Ayan, tapos na ata.
May time pa ba? Wala na. Tapos na yan. Tapos na yan. Hindi ko kasi nakita kanina.
So, tapos
Sorry.
na po mga
Sige, thank you.
mag last statement itong ating negative side na si Sir Michael. Susunod naman po ang na mag-conclusion ng ating affirmative side na si The Notorious K. The Notorious
Sige.
K, may 5 minutes ka.
Game, magre-rebat muna ako bago ako mag-conclude. Kasi po ano po talaga pinagpipilitan po kasi. No, una sa lahat, hindi ko minimisguide yung jizya. Nakalagay na po yan kanina sa Ibn Kathir, which is sinabi mo sa akin sa Ibn Kathir na yes, ang jizya daw is sign of kufur at disgrace. No? So hindi ko minisguide yon. Ibn Kathir na nagsabi
Sorry,
yon.
sinagot ko yun, di ba?
Cross the time.
Sorry. Ay, sorry. Sorry. Okay,
Sir
continue.
Michael, wala na po point of
My
orders dito.
bad. Sorry, wala na palang point of orders. Nakalimutan ko lang. Sige, take your
Okay
time.
lang po. Valid
Okay.
naman. So, for 40, The Notorious K, proceed. Ayan, so go.
Okay, tapos sinabi niya pa daw, nag-cherry pick daw ako. Hindi naman ako nag-cherry pick. Sinabi ko nga sa aking scope, hindi ko dinedeny na walang peaceful elements ang Islam. No, wala akong ganung claim eh. So wala akong cherry picking na ginawa. So kitang-kita naman po. Tapos sinasabi niya na theological or political, hindi naman daw siya theological, political lang daw siya. As long as nasa authoritative text niyo at tradition niyo yan, Islam pa rin yan, hindi mo masiseparate, nasa Quran yan at sa hadith eh. So sino ba talaga ang nag-cherry picking? Tapos sabi niya, pasok pa rin daw yung pinagpipilitan niya, yung red herring niya na political coexistence yung sa Al-Andalus, Ottoman Empire, Indonesia, Malaysia. Paano pag sinabi ko sa'yo na isolated case lang din yan, na halos karamihan ng mga nag-flourish na empire, hindi Islamic. Roman Empire, yung empire ni Napoleon, British Empire, hindi yun Islamic at so far mas maganda yun sa Ottoman Empire at anong nangyari sa Andalusia. Di tabingi lalo yung proof mo niyan. Kasi hindi naman majority ng mga nag-flourish na empire Islamic. Non-Islamic yun. Tapos sabi mo sa closing mo, countries don't define a single religion. So why is extremist why will an extremist define a religion? Self-defeating statement yan. Bakit self-defeating? Kasi ginagamit mo example yung Indonesia at Malaysia. Kala ko ba hindi yan nagde-define na single religion? Di nagsalubungan na nagko-contradict ka na dyan. Tapos sinasabi niya yung Islam is not is reactive lang. Makikita naman natin na nung pagdating ng Medina period, si Muhammad naging aggressive. Ito yung pruweba dito. Asa na yun? Ito, sabi dito following the Hijrah, Muhammad approaching Medina shifted to passive resistance into more assertive and often aggressive. Pagsisinungaling na po yan. So ano po ba ang nangyari talaga sa debate na ito? Na sinasabi niya daw red herring. Hindi po red herring yung child marriage kasi po, nagbigay po ako, ito sasabihin ko na po nangyari, summarize ko na po yung debate. Nagbigay po ako na we must judge this religion under the two standard of peace na peer-reviewed na negative peace at positive peace. Ano po ba yung negative peace? Absence of direct violence or fear of violence. Ano naman yung positive peace? Social justice. Hindi naman niya po na-reconcile yan eh. Tapos pinipilit niya strawman yung standard na completely daw. Wala naman akong pinanghahawakan na absolute modifier dito. 'Di ba? Kasi pwede naman natin i-judge yung Buddhism dito sa negative peace na wala silang ganyan. Sa positive peace nag-aano yung Buddhism dito. So para sabihin mo sa argumento mo na walang religion na papasa dito, mali ka. Tapos ano po nangyari nung cross-examination? Isa-summarize po natin. Umamin po siya sa lahat eh. Lahat ng pinakita ko umamin siya eh. Tapos sinabi niya po na yung jihad al-akbar ay yung mga paglalaban daw na jihad al-akbar daw. Ano po to? In Islamic tradition, war is considered alasgar. Dapat, ay, hindi, intellectually dishonest na po yan. Kung pagpipilitan niya na alakbar. Alasgar nga po ang nakalagay dito. Oh, di ba? Tapos sasabihin, selective ako. Hindi naman ako selective eh. Greenant ko na nga na meron eh. Na merong na merong peaceful elements. Pero yun ba ay sapat? Hindi po. Kasi tandaan po natin, no, ang Islam po, meron pong dalawang period yan. Meron Mecca, yung sinabi niya 69 ng Quran, Meccan period po yun eh. Kaya talagang peaceful, Meccan period. Ano ba pinakita ko? Nung nagpunta na sa Medina period, naging aggressive at assertive si Muhammad. Dahil naging state leader siya eh. 'Di ba? So ano po ang conclusion ng debate? Hindi niya po napakilaman yung aking argument. At ano po mangyayari pagka hindi pinakilaman yung argument? Naging ano po yung syllogism? Drop argument. Na ano po yung drop argument? A point or contention made by one side in a debate that is left unaddressed or unanswered by the opposing side. Often conceded. O nag-concede ka pala. Bakit nag-concede? Kasi nga, wala pong napamalian. Na pinagpipilitan niya na, despite of ganito, underwear naman yan eh. Makikita naman po natin na sa context dito, no, sabi dito, ito, tafsir to para lang daw maiwan yung mga tao na walang option, either accept the fate or fight. Asan ang defensive dyan? Asan ang reactive dyan? Wala pong reactive dyan, no? It's either i-accept mo yung pananampalataya or lalabanan ka eh. So, malaki pong intellectually dishonesty to. At base sa naging cross-examination, umamon po siya sa narrative ko. Kaya mako-concede po na hindi drop argument yung argument ko.
Time's up. Okay, salamat.